Could that buzzing sound you may be hearing be the beginnings of a movement among conservative Republicans? There are early signs of a GOP swarm of sorts moving toward an actor and one-time politician who could make a comeback as a presidential candidate. Chief political correspondent Carl Cameron is here to discuss the chatter about former Senator Fred Thompson. Carl, what's going on?
It's a lot of chatter. Tremendous amount of buzz on the web in the last couple of weeks because of Fred Thompson's statements on Fox News Sunday and elsewhere that he won't close the door on running for president. There has just been a mushroom effect. Several web pages have popped up, including a Draft Thompson web page that reports some 20,000 signatures in the last 10 days of folks who say they want to get in. There's two camps working on this, the Washington, D.C. camp with some real seasoned political pros, and then down in Tennessee you have the likes of the former Senate Majority Leader Bill Frist, the former Senate Majority Leader Howard Baker, Congressman Zach Wamp, and others. And a big sign that Thompson's getting increasingly serious about this, next month he'll start doing the rounds on Capitol Hill. Fred Thompson's no stranger to this. He ushered several Supreme Court nominees around Capitol Hill for George W. Bush. He will do so for himself, informal meetings with lawmakers to gauge the possible support. And his aides say that's a really good sign that he's warming to the idea of jumping in full bore.
Okay, let's fast forward a moment and assume he does. It is by today's standards late in the game. Yeah. Is there any sense about how much money he'd be able to raise, how strong the support will be?
Well, money's a problem. I mean, at the end of this month, all the candidates have to declare to the Federal Election Commission how much they've raised by the end of the first quarter. Thompson is neither raising or spending officially because he lacks an exploratory committee. And that's frankly frustrating a lot of these people who've been supporting him and trying to drum up support. They say that they've got some folks from the some rival campaign steering committees ready to defect and come over to Fred Thompson. They say that what would have been George Allen's presidential campaign, were he still around, is now ready to be delivered lock, stock, and barrel to Thompson. He hasn't raised money, but he's a TV and a movie actor, which means he's going to have access to lots of big money in presidential politics should he choose to tap it. And one last thing. The show Law & Order is perhaps in a little bit of trouble. Its ratings have been weak lately, and there's talk in TV circles that maybe the show gets canceled, so he'd be available.
So in other words, he's out of a job, so he might be out of a job, so why not run for president?
There's no question he wants to be president. The question is whether or not he wants to make the sacrifices to be it.
Yeah, we all know him well, and it'll be interesting to see if he gets in. Carl, thanks very much.